Let's figure out about this furry chat.
It's a hard fact of life that furry art is one of the biggest industries online.
That's true.
For some reason, a lot of furries seem to be extremely wealthy and willing to drop hundreds and even thousands on artwork of their custom characters. Basically, if you want to make some money, start selling furry art. There'll always be some mysteriously rich furry benefactor out there who'll buy it, especially if it's on the more, let's say, risque side.
Okay.
But one of the most expensive sales ever took place on DeviantArt, where a piece of custom furry art sold for $20,000. Needless to say,
what?
Chaos and controversy ensued, and the legendary sale is still talked about today. Here's
What?
the story of the 20K furry.
Are you kidding me?
Before we get into today's video, I'd like to give a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Wingfox. To explain the story of
that's good money, yeah.
We first have to delve into the world of adoptables. For the uninitiated, adoptables are basically unique character designs which are sold and traded. An artist will usually make multiple adoptables called a batch and sell them to people who will then draw and roleplay with them. They can range in price from mere dollars to, well, thousands. And while most adoptables are brought simply for their cool designs, there's a large market of expensive premium adoptables. These adoptables are highly sought after and valuable either because they were made by a popular artist or because they're a closed species. Once again, I gotta explain for the uninitiated. Species are a
First, I know, right, Bill? 20K a year, dog. 20K is a lot of money.
subgenre of adoptables. But instead of just making random...
This YouTuber is Izzy's. Hope that helps.
Hello, Papa.
Hello.
It is me, the well-dressed skinwalker from Nix. And I'm here to say that today's furries are brought to you by critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV.
Just kill me.
Online.
Kill me now.
And that's about it. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Character design, the artist creates a whole species with its own set of defining traits and characteristics. There are open species where anyone can make their own character, and there are closed species where you have to buy one. While the ethics of closed species have been a hot topic in the art community for a long time,
closed species are so weird to me. Like, I never really got that. Like, it seems like gatekeeping.
There's no denying the ridiculous popularity that some closed species have reached. Some species are so sought after that people will spend hours in bidding wars and will
That's so weird to me. What's a closed species? Okay, hold on. Closed species is a species that's been designed to sell. It's not like, think like protogens, for example. Like people are like, oh, I'm trademarking protogens. I made them, they're mine. If you want to be a protogen, you have to pay me money, which is insane.
Hey Papa, I have a poem for you.
Yeah.
I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees.
Yeah.
And for some fluffing reason they're speaking Vietnamese.
Is this,
you can't harm the trees while the Lorax is near.
I don't like that one. I don't like where that's going. I don't like that one's going. We're gonna avoid whatever that was.
Wages just to get their grubby little paws on them. In turn, the buyers have actually formed a bizarre community of their own, almost gamifying the purchase of adoptables. Buyers themselves became famous in the community just for owning rare adoptables, while newbies were advised to stick to more beginner-friendly species which didn't have vicious bidding wars, complex trading politics, and high price tags. Yeah, these rich furries were running their economy better than most governments do. But back to our story. It all started with a DeviantArt group called Grim Corps, who were selling a closed species called Grims.
Okay.
From the Grim Corps page,
sure, that look cool.
Quote, Grims are creatures from an ancient species that have been thoroughly domesticated by humanity. Grims serve as human companionship and protection along with many other means of assistance.
That's cute, but I don't... Why? Okay, so like... Okay, carry on.
They can be created to be loving and cuddly companions or stern and alert defenders depending on your needs. Well, personally,
I never heard of these. Me either.
Bipedal animal companion thing is a little weird to me. I can understand why people wanted to invest in these things. Not only are the designs and artwork nice, but you kind of get to feel like you're part of an exclusive rich people club.
Papa, you should sell a fursona named PapaMutt. It'd be hilarious, I swear. Do it. Maybe.
Well, hold on. It's so weird to gatekeep Sonas. It's so weird to like IP Sonas. It's so weird.
Basically the same as wearing designer clothes. You're in it for the aesthetic, but the status of owning something expensive plays a big part too.
It's so, I don't understand.
Oh boy, were Grims expensive. These
Wait, how
things
much?
are regularly sold for over
Wow!
$300, with many buyers becoming
What?
well known in the community for their large number of Grims and the
What?
sheer amount that they've invested into the closed species. So now that we know a bit about adoptables
Holy!
and Grim themselves, we can dive into the story of the infamous 20k furry
No
with
kidding,
a little
no
more
kidding.
context. Let me lay
What?
it down for you. It was the summer of 2019, and a DeviantArt user called Caravan
Game of Life.
Outpost, Caravan for short, discovered the Grim Corpse page and the adoptables that they were selling.
Uh-huh.
Having fallen in love with the Grims and all their muscular charm, they decided
Sure.
that they needed to have one. Now, information from this time period is a little lackluster due to many older posts on the Grim Corpse page being deleted because of harassment. But what we do know is that on July 12th of 2019, one of the co-founders of Grim Corpse, Toothless Ego, started
Okay.
an auction to get a custom Grim. It
Okay.
was going to be a Cypherus Grim 2,
What?
the most rare and heavily sought after.
What? $800? I was eating here, okay? God dang. Base auction price, bro. No, this is just art, bro. This is just art. What?
Type, and the bidding started at a hefty $800.
God.
The original creator of the species, known as Mr. Grimble, was going to help out with the auction to make it go smoothly and even volunteered to throw in some free art to the winner. The auction started and was going well, with bids going into the thousands as expected. But it kept going. Things began to spin out of control as the bids increased, with no sign of stopping. Here are a few quotes from the bidding wall, which was salvaged from the now deleted
What? I'm done eating. What the hell? Dean, think about that burger. So good. Are you kidding me? What? For art?
post. Note that the user Kintsugi Kitsune is Caravan. 9,500. Good luck, comrade.
Yeah, Five Guys is falling apart, Corey. I need the fork. What on earth?
9,600. Same to you, dude. I'm flabbergasted in the best possible way. What an amazing community that brings us.
Dog, it's an amazing community because you just made almost 10 grand on some one. What? Is this because the fursuit? It's not even a fursuit. It's an art of a character that you're paying for the rights to use the species. What?
Together like this. 18K. We're flying through space now.
Gay!
Ah, okay. 20K and I tap.
Thank you so much for the follow. What?
Well fought, brethren. I fucking salute you because holy damn. If you win, your Grim is gonna knock it out of the friggin' park. I can feel it. 20,500.
Stop. Stop. Dude, you can buy a fursuit for like 10K and you'll be good. It'll be a great, amazing fursuit. Holy! Stop!
Tap while you still can. I desire
20.5 is more than I make in a goddamn year. Who has this kind of money?
Not out of the full character even.
No!
It was $800 for a headshot.
A headshot!
So it's literally just the head and maybe the shoulders.
My mind reads 20.5K as a fully optimized travel trailer, that is used, a used SUV, and the ability to travel and start ghoul hunting. And this person bought a headshot. I'm not here to yuck your yum, but also, my guy, bro.
above all things.
What?
In it. All light will end. At this point, it's unclear whether the other bidder tapped out or Mr. Grimble stepped in to end the bidding, but Caravan won the custom Grim at a
great.
whopping $20,500.
Money well spent. Money well spent. I'm sure we all would have done that. Yeah, honestly, been there, you know what I mean? Had the money to get free art, let it slide because I don't know where I would even happen. Like, that's a down payment on a house, it's a brand new car. I gotta see that. Yeah, I've gotta see this piece, Fawn.
Needless to say, the community was in an uproar, so much so that the comments had to be disabled and hidden. Some were congratulatory to Caravan and the Grim Corp team for their big sale, while others were disgusted by the ordeal and accused Mr.
The same person shouldn't get a crap about money, just wants more of it. I mean, I agree. I think there should have been a cap to I don't know, a bidding war, it's so weird.
Grimble of being greedy or even faking the sale. While the auction was won, Caravan would have to wait a while for the custom adoptable to be designed
yes,
and
yes,
drawn
yes.
up, and the community was on the edge of their seats in anticipation
I gotta
for
see
the
this
big
thing.
reveal
I
of
gotta
what
see this
it would
thing.
look
I've
like.
gotta see
With
this
the
thing.
community in shambles from the shocking event,
Yep.
you'd think that Caravan would lay low for a little bit,
Nope.
right? Nope.
Nope.
Only 9 days after the $20,000 adoptable purchase,
is this
Caravan brought another Grim adoptable for $3,000.
Stop. Stop buying these.
Yes, this is on top of the 20,000.
Wait, the same guy spent. Stop. You've got a problem. If you just spent 25 grand on
And here is a taste test of this.
on two adoptables, you officially have a problem. You know what? Fair. You're not here. That's fair.
Could only watch on in shock, bewilderment, and horror as Caravan placed a bid on another adoptable,
Stop.
this time of another closed species called Browbirds.
Okay.
They placed a $6,000 bid, but the owner of Browbirds banned them halfway through the auction. Caravan speculated that
He's been banned. Good. I had purchased a single brown bird for the auction. There was no reason to be worried, so that's slipped into information. Mr. Grimble, I have not said anything about customs. Probably it's impossible for someone else to. Okay.
Mr. Grimble told the owner of Browbirds not to sell to them due to their recent purchase history.
Yes.
Understandably, they were a little wary about a buyer who had spent nearly $25K on adoptables in just over a week, and their
Yeah, I gotta know what that freaking 30K one or 20K one looked like, dude. I have to know.
were removed from the auction.
I have to know.
The adoptable community was still
Why is someone spending $20,000 on a design? You must be a billionaire to not go back into this. Yeah, 20K. I don't even have 20K, bro. Like, what? Don't get spent after triple this on something that ain't physical, but I believe they mentioned they're wealthy. I mean, clearly.
from the drama.
The chargebacks be lit,
later.
yeah.
Any mention of the 20K adoptable
Mr. Gumble was crap. Take the person that's paid 20K. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for following. How you doing, Born?
would draw angry commenters out of the woodworks, and it was still a pretty hot button topic.
Right.
Meanwhile, the community was still waiting with bated breath to see
I
the
have
custom
to see this.
Grim.
I have
they
to see
wanted
this
to see
thing.
what a $20,000 commission
What? Yeah,
looked
let me
like.
see
Would it
what
have
that
the
can even
painstaking
be.
detail of a Michelangelo, the sorrowful realism
You are
of
cute.
a Rembrandt, the
Have a good
dedication
day.
to the
Good. I'm glad you
fiction
had a good
of a
day.
Da
I'm glad you had a good
Vinci.
day.
Well, all was revealed
Here we
on
go.
February.
Here we go. I feel this one. This is gonna be the coolest art for $20,000. Here we go.
February 9th of 2020 when the $20,000 Grim was unveiled.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Wow, that's all right. That's sick. That's slick. Yeah, they're a Marine apparently.
Sorry. Yeah.
That sweet. 20K, huh? 20K, right. All my, yep. All right. $20,000, well spent. So, I would buy this for 20K. Easy, chat. Can someone, Mr. Beast, if you're there, can you give me 20K? I want to buy this. This is my new soda. This is, oh my god.
And well, the colors are nice.
Yeah, it looks.
I'm being hot.
It looks great for $20,000. Hey, for 20K, it looks pretty good, I'd say. Artists got way better for. Sorry, yeah, I know.
It's a very pretty design, and since it was custom, Caravan had obviously asked for it to look this way. But
Sure.
honestly, you can tell that it's been rushed. The shading looks a little muddy and unrefined. Many parts of the design aren't rendered at all, and it overall looks too loose and sketchy. I'm not saying the art is bad or ugly by any stretch of the imagination.
20K. 20K.
Can you imagine how much of tuber model of it would cost?
Apparently 60K at least, according to this guy's math.
But in the
God
context
dang!
of $20,000, it just doesn't seem to have enough time put into it.
What do you mean? It looks
As soon
great.
as the Grim was
It looks great.
unveiled, it was carnage. The community was outraged.
That
and
Grim is a caravan outpost paid for as horrid. That is no way quality of paid $20 should receive. They get their money back or what? Of course not.
hateful messages flooded in, calling it ugly, unfinished,
20K German was custom made. What caravan? I'm not gonna read
and
this.
horrid.
Yeah, just being.
The outrage was reignited all over again with
looks like a
arguments
scrungle?
and hate
It looks
filling
scrungle.
the Grim Court page and drawing the attention of the entire adoptable community. So what on earth was going on? Who
Yeah.
was Caravan and why were they spending such insane amounts?
That's my next question. Hey, Caravan, if you're in chat right now, can you buy me a literal caravan? I need a trailer. I want to travel. Hey, Caravan, if you're here, buy me a caravan, all right? Bezos alt
Was
account.
this some sort of
Oh.
scam? Was it secretly Jeff
Money-
Bezos behind the
Oh.
account?
Yo, Spill, you knew that already. Oh, money laundering could make sense, though. Oh.
Well, the truth was actually much darker.
Ooh. Okay, the plot
After
twist.
the Grim was unveiled, Caravan would make a shocking DeviantArt post explaining why they had spent so much.
Okay.
Quote, last summer, I was the one who bid exactly
Sure.
20.5k on a custom Grim slot from Toothless Ego.
Sure.
Dang,
Why did I bid
Papa,
Huh?
this NFT is really expensive.
Dude, it is, though.
much? I'd finally gone on meds. for
It
my
is! That's
severe
exactly what it
anxiety
is!
and depression,
Okay.
and unfortunately, I was on too high of a dose of my SSRI. This
Whoa.
caused me to be manic.
No.
One of the symptoms of mania is going on spending sprees.
Okay.
Caravan explained that they had told Mr. Grimble about their manic state while bidding and asked for at least a partial refund, which was refused.
Oh, bro. What kind of scumbag? What kind of piece of... He wasn't even asking for the full thing back, bro. He said, give me 10K back. You can keep the other 9K or whatever.
At this point, Caravan threatened to issue a chargeback, further souring their relationship with Mr. Grimble, which was already
They not in the
tenuous.
clip.
Eventually deciding against this for unknown reason, Caravan instead demanded that the custom adoptable be finished immediately or
Yep.
they would take legal action.
Okay.
By this point, they were tired of waiting for their custom and were stressed out by their worsening relationship with the Grim Corp staff.
Sure.
It seemed like they just wanted the adoptable to be over and done with,
Yes.
and 24 hours after the illegal threats, they received their custom Grim. They themselves admit that it was a rush job, and they must take some responsibility in causing that rush by threatening legal action. If
This is ridiculous.
they hadn't done that and given the artist a bit more time, maybe it could have come out a little bit more finished looking.
Yeah, that was a high dosage for sure.
Caravan's post
Whoa.
received both backlash and support, with some claiming that Mr. Grimble was purposely taking advantage of their mental illness, and
Yeah.
others claiming that Caravan was lying about their mania. And while
I don't know. This is a wild one, bro.
it's true that Caravan's post lacked
So a
many
lawsuit?
screenshots
Yeah.
to back up their claims, I personally believe that they were telling the truth. Even looking back at their original bids, they were talking in a kind of manic way. And
That's fair. That's fair.
compulsion to spend thousands and thousands over the span of a few weeks also fits the bill.
Yep.
While the deed is done and in the past now, I personally think that Mr. Grimble should have issued a refund.
Yeah.
$20,000
At least half, bro. What on earth?
was already a ludicrous
I
amount
know,
of
Arden,
money,
same.
and after the refund, Mr. Grimble would still walk away with around $10,000.
Back and think of the follow. Wow. That is so
I think
stupid.
issuing a partial refund would have been the empathetic and kind thing to do.
I would have given back all of it, but I guess I'm just a silly guy. My bad. Hey, my bad. What a silly little guy I am.
Just on a base moral level. On
Sorry.
the other hand, at the end of the
So
day,
silly of
Caravan
me.
was still responsible for their purchases despite the unfortunate
True,
circumstances.
but still, bro.
I can understand Mr.
Yo, love
Grimble
the fault.
being frustrated at someone flaking
Yeah,
out
give
on
half
such a
back or
big
something.
purchase. It's a tough situation either way, but in the end it was
Father Artist, I got
resolved and
that. That's-
Caravan got their rushed 20k Grim. After this,
All right,
Caravan
sweet.
was subsequently banned from the Grim Corp's page and
Nope.
deactivated their account. It's
Okay.
unknown whether they still have a presence online, but it's likely
Oh,
that they're
man.
simply going under a new name these days. The story of the $20,000 Furry
That's
commission is
nuts.
a strange one. One of the biggest purchases in furry history may have only been made because of the buyer's drug-induced mania and nearly tore an entire community
That's
apart.
nuts.
The fact that the design was rushed was the cherry
To
on
fight over that
top and
piece?
cemented
Oh,
the
yeah.
story.
But people did fight over that piece. Yes, that's true. There were bidding. It was a bidding war, chat.
In the Internet Hall of Fame for its content.
How would artists know in the first place medication? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot here that's like there's you can see both sides. You can't blame the artist because how the artists know that they're on meds, right? Or they're off their meds or whatever's happening, right? And on the other side, you would expect the artist to be a little empathetic to, hey, can you give me half back, right? But I don't know. There's a lot here to unpack. This is a wild story. My God.
See. Thank you guys so much for
That was a wild one. Yo, that was a wild one from Itzies. Interesting. Both sides are messed up. Yeah, both sides were bad. Nothing here was good. That was the Wild West, though. I mean, I must have older parties that bidding war, right? Without that. Yeah, also that. I don't know. There's so many here to unpack. This is a wild story. I've never in my life bought an adoptable, so I have no idea there was a community based around adoptable buying, which I guess it makes sense. But like, I didn't know. I knew of closed species, which by the way, we can all agree, closed species is kind of scummy. I don't know. Maybe it's like charging to be a progen. That's so weird.
To be fair, an artist should be aware enough to stop a bidding war at a certain point.
That's true. There's a certain point where, I don't know. That's wild. That's a tough one. That's fair. That's also a fair point. After at what point are you like, okay, this is getting a little silly, right? And we can all agree, the piece they sent in, come on. At the very least, come on. What are you doing?